Hi guys, welcome to Vedu Clothing YouTube channel. So in this video I will be showing you guys how we worked on this board dress, lovely board dress. So this was made for a 5-year-old. She's not really on the fat size. You get her chest is 23 inches and her full length is 37 inches. The half length is 10.5. So for the two, we made use of 30 yards of two. That's the net, and there was no need for hard net. We didn't use that. Then we used the bridal satin. So we went ahead to determine the number of steps you want to make. So of course you cut the net. We are not cut on flay, it was just on a straight cut, and then we drew the gathers. For it's better to use gathering foot. For this industrial sewing machine, I realized that the just gathering one layer of net was a little bit it was putting much pressure on the net, so we had to kind of double that net. So because the pressure, the weight of the industrial machine gathering foot was actually tearing the net, so we had to double that. So take note of that. You might, if you pay attention, you might observe that if you are using the industrial sewing machine. So yeah, so after the gathering the whole net and all of that, next thing we did was we cut another layer of net on a half circle, like the full skirt part from the waist to the hemline. So it was on that net that we now marked the lines where we'll be stitching the gathered two. So you can see the full skirt from the waistline to the hemline and the lines that we marked with a marker. So you can see the gathered two sewn on that half circle skirt, step by step. So and once you are done with this, you just keep it aside. Next thing I did here was we prepared the bodice part. So we had to draft. For children's wear, you don't need that. You don't need that on a children's wear. So just watch closely. The shoulder, the chest line, we got that, and then the half length. Of course, the armhole, we marked it below the chest line, 1 inch below the chest line. Then marked the shoulder to mark out the armhole. And of course, we need to also confirm that the armhole matches the child's measurement with a little bit of ease. It shouldn't be the exact armhole measurement for the child. It should be a little bit, at least 1 inch max, or half inch bigger than the actual child's measurement, and that's without the seam allowance. So this separating the front, half side of the front and half for the back. We marked the shoulder measurement, front and back. Marked it on the chest line as well, and then 1 inch below the chest line for armhole measurement. So once this is more like a guideline, so once you measure and you mark this, you mark the armhole, then you slant your shoulder. You want to confirm the armhole measurement that it matches what you measured. Like I said, half inch bigger or 1 inch more than the child's measurement, armhole circumference. So you want to confirm. If it's not up to, you might want to come down a little bit more, but be careful so you don't get to like open it up so much. So this is the neckline, just your normal neckline. You need that before you, because this tie was we made a scissors, a crisscross bodies for the front, so which is asymmetrical in shape. So we had to do it on food, so we can open it up, we can open the bodies up, and then be able to adapt the pattern to that crisscross. So this is the armhole. Try to confirm that the armhole matches your client measurement. Neckline sorted, armhole sorted, bodies is ready. Next thing, we want to cut it out and adapt it to that crisscross. We also had that unique design at the back, so just watch closely. Once you've been able to sort out neckline, armhole, and the bodies, you can actually recreate any lovely style from it, so it won't be all the time you are making just a round neck, shoulder, this thing, sleeveless for children. So this is opening it up, like I said, is asymmetrical in shape, so we need to have that full front to be able to adapt it to a crisscross pattern. So watch closely, it's not so hard. Pay attention where it's something you can replicate. So we came down by 1 inch on that real original armhole. It's actually lovely to make a children's wear. Why some people complain that it's so small to work on, they don't like it, they prefer to make clothes for adults. But then making children's wear is lovely, actually it is. So this is the front pattern, and from that original back pattern, you can see we also came down with by 1 inch before drawing the style line for the back pattern. Cut out the neckline and cut out the style line. So you have the front pattern, you have the back pattern. So what you need to do now is to cut your fabric. So for the bridal satin, you're going to cut, I like lining children's wear with good fabric. So not like you have good fabric and then you now use the rubber lining to line it. Doesn't make sense, okay, because it's just little. You're not even going to spend up to 1 yard for this, so why not use good fabric to line it? And after cutting, you also cut interfacing. Yeah, we didn't show that here, because you know that it's going to carry a board dress. The skirt part is board, so it's kind of bulky. So you don't want the upper part to be light. It needs to have a little bit of weight to be able to carry the skirt part. So that's why it's good you interface it. You can use hair stay, you can use your paper stay to interface the bodies. So we cut both the lining and the fabric, of which both are the same thing. You also go ahead to cut the same thing for the front. And don't forget to iron as you work on this. Ironing makes your projects to come out well. So don't be tired to iron. Most people don't like to iron clothes. They feel like it's much of a work. Yeah, ironing is part of also the tailoring thing. They go hand in hand. So this is cutting the front. and adding necessary seam allowance, just 1/2 inch. Then you can have one at the side. So kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more wholesome content. Also feel free, you can make suggestions if you want on things you want us to create. We are here for you. Just know that sewing and tailoring is what we do. So kindly subscribe and share our video. So we have the front and we have the back. So this is how you will be crossing it once you finish preparing it. But first, let's do the necessary interfacing, ironing, and then doing the stitches first, the neckline and the armhole side, before bringing them together. So once you've done preparing, this is what you'll be having. You can see here we are done with everything. It's just to join them at the shoulder and at the side and attach the skirt part, and you are good to go. Yes, of course, we use zipper here. So that's just all. Thank you once again for watching. If you got to this level, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Till I see you in our next video. Of course, you can see the dress. You can see the lovely dress on the model.
Have you always wanted to start your own clothing brand, but something keeps holding you back? Maybe it's cost, quality, or even just finding the right manufacturer that you can trust. At Vedic Clothing, we are making it easier than ever for you to bring your fashion dreams to life. Just come up with a design and we do the rest. Order for just 50 pieces and we'll give you 3 extra pieces completely free. Plus, we'll throw in a free professional photo shoot so you can start marketing your brand immediately at no extra cost. Whatever kind of garment, from shirts to gowns to boo-boos to Ankara, we've got you. No more struggling to find a reliable manufacturer. We've been doing this for over 12 years and we've served over 6,000 clients. We use premium materials that meet international standards. And no more delays in launching your brand. Your free photo shoot means you get content for your website and social media the moment your order arrives. This is your sign to finally start that clothing brand you've been thinking about. Click the link below, place your order, and let's bring your vision to life.